Phospholipids are one of the major categories of lipids. They have a similar, kind of vaguely similar structure to triglycerides because they have those fatty acids chains hanging off them, but they have a phosphate group as a head and generally a choline group in place of one of the three fatty acids. The fatty acid section makes the phospholipid soluble in fat because the phosphate group will actually dissolve in water. That means the molecules will be polar. These are extremely versatile fats. They allow the food industry to use them as emulsifiers, and you remember that emulsifiers help break down fats. And that's going to be important because it allows those fats to be mixed with water. So think about mayonnaise, vitamin candy bars is going to be important. A major phospholipid is going to be lecithin in terms of the food industry. It will also be found in some foods naturally. And that lists the richest sources of lecithin. Eggs are great sources of that. So lecithin, as well as other phospholipids, are going to be major components of the cell membrane. Remember that they are bipolar compounds. So what does that mean? It means that there's going to be one end that's going to love water and one end is going to love fat. And because of that, they help lipids move back and forth across cell membranes between the interstitial fluid on the outside of the cell and the cytosol on the inside of the cell. And there it is. That is our beautiful phospholipid bilayer. Just as a quick reminder of your biology classes, the phospholipid bilayer acts under the fluid mosaic model, which means that there is some fluidity and movement, flexibility, if you will, to that phospholipid bilayer. So the cell can sort of adapt to its surroundings and allow materials to move back and forth through it from the fluid on the outside, the interstitial or extracellular fluid, to the fluid on the inside, the cytosol within the cytoplasm. Watch that video. In our next section, we're going to talk about sterols.